Hey everyone, my name is Ramal and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a very inexpensive yet super protective case for the 2018 iPad Pro. So this case can be found quite easily on Amazon and in my opinion is a very good choice when it comes to value for money, especially considering the extraordinarily high prices that Apple charges for their first party accessories. So this is the cover that I bought originally alongside my iPad Pro, and it is the Apple Smart Folio cover. And this is the cover that I want to replace because it lacks in a few areas when it comes to protection. So this case does do a very good job covering the front and the back of the iPad, but that's about it. And for the price that Apple charges for it, which in Australia is about $150, it's really not worth it for the protection alone. Now, if you want to keep the very thin form factor of the iPad while using a case, this is probably the one for you, but if you're looking for protection, this offers almost nothing except for the front and the back. So no drop protection, no protection from scratches on the sides, and definitely no protection for bending and other physical issues that the iPad is known to have. So to solve my aforementioned issues with the proprietary Apple case, I bought this one off of Amazon for under 20 Australian dollars, which is a hell of a bargain considering how much protection this case actually offers. This is the Pro Case 2018 iPad Pro case, and it's for the 12.9-inch model, which is the model that I have here and use on a daily basis, and it really brings to the table a lot of protection that Apple's own proprietary case doesn't offer. So on the front and the back of the exterior of the case, we have this fabric-like material. It isn't fabric, it's an imitation grade material, but that being said, it feels very strong to the touch and doesn't feel like it's about to tear anytime soon. So on the inside of the case, we have a felt-like material that is sure to keep the iPad safe from scratches, from dust and debris. So, like I said before, the official Apple cover for the 2018 iPad Pro offers zero protection to the sides of the iPad, but the Amazon case, which costs less than $20, provides heaps of it. Around the outside edge of the case, protecting the sides of the iPad, the case has a hard rubber-like material which will definitely protect the iPad's edges from scratches and drops if dropped from small heights. This case offers really good 360-degree protection for the iPad Pro for a very reasonable price, which is really important if you use your iPad a lot when you're out and about. By now, you've probably noticed that this case has a bit of a protruding lip or notch on the side, and that is for the second generation Apple Pencil. When I was browsing cases for the iPad, I noticed that a whole heap of cases offered no place to magnetically charge the Apple Pencil. Now this is a really big downside for those cases because that means that if you want to charge the Apple Pencil, you have to take the iPad out of the case, charge the pencil, and then put the iPad back in the case, which is bad for the iPad and bad for the case because you end up having a chance of damaging both the iPad and the case. However, this protruding notch on the case supports magnetically charging and storing the Apple Pencil directly on the iPad, and I really like how it protrudes because what it means is that the Apple Pencil is tucked away safely and securely when in transit and has very little chance of becoming unstuck or unmagnetized when you're traveling and when you're moving the iPad around a lot. Another thing I really like about this case is that the speaker holes, microphone holes, and USB-C port are unobstructed by the sides of the case. So while offering protection, it also doesn't cover up any important holes on the side of the iPad. You've probably already noticed that this case has a trifold design, very similar to Apple's proprietary cases, and that means that you can have it angled vertically or horizontally. Now that is definitely a good thing, but what isn't a good thing is the weakness of the magnets in this case. So the magnets aren't extremely weak, but I think they could be a bit stronger, especially considering how strong the magnets are in Apple's own cases. So in conclusion, I am extremely happy with this case for the protection it provides and the very inexpensive sub $20 price tag on Amazon, And honestly, it looks amazing, it feels amazing, and it does its job very well, arguably way better than Apple's own proprietary case options. This is a really good choice, especially if you're a student on a budget or if you're just looking for an inexpensive yet extremely protective case for your very expensive 2018 iPad Pro. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and if it helped you in some capacity, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe for more tech content, because I've got a heap of content when it comes to the newly released iPad OS, and I'm going to do a re-review of the 2018 iPad Pro with iPad OS and discussing how viable it is as a possible computer replacement and alternative. If you have any questions or anything to add, make sure to leave that in the comment section down below. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.